Here are two parents, Mary and Joe, who live on the northwest side of San Antonio in the Alamo Ranch area. They love their son, little Johnny, and believe raising him is the most important job in the world. As parents, they want him to be happy, safe, and successful. Raising little Johnny the right way is not easy for Mary and Joe and takes hard work. But there's a problem. There are a couple of things conspiring against them. The biggest problem and fear they have is an exponential, scary, and unknowable future he is growing up in. Mary and Joe know violence is on the rise, putting Johnny at risk. Johnny no longer plays outside, but online, wasting countless hours on the tablet and phone. Johnny is falling victim to instant gratification and the quick fix syndrome, crushing the very spirit needed for success. Johnny is getting bullied at school and feeling the pressure to fit in with the crowd. Mary and Joe know there is a cost to not dealing with these issues. The cost is more pain for Johnny later in life because it only gets worse in middle and high school. Mary and Joe try to keep him safe by not playing outside. They limit tablet and phone time, yet deal with chore wars, homework battles, and sassy attitude to get him off. After getting bullied, they talk to the teacher and tell Johnny to speak up, yet he is still getting picked on. They need help, but don't know where to go. They've heard martial arts could help, but don't know which martial arts school is the right one for Johnny. They go online to search for schools and find Alamo Ranch Martial Arts. They pick up the phone and call and talk to Mr. Guevara, the owner. He explains he is like the modern-day Mr. Miyagi for students. Mr. Guevara describes how he stumbled across a unique way of teaching by watching the movie The Karate Kid. In the movie The Karate Kid, Daniel gets beat up and bullied. He tries to learn how to defend himself by learning karate from a book, and fails. Daniel meets an unsuspecting karate master named Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi cares about Daniel and knew just teaching him karate was not the answer. He knew he had to build confidence in Daniel to speak up. He had to teach Daniel when to defend himself and when to walk away. And martial arts was more than just fighting. Mr. Miyagi gave Daniel a plan and started training him the right way. At the end of the movie, we see Daniel transform from a weak kid to a champion. Daniel developed the confidence to speak up and say no to peer pressure. He learned the discipline of knowing to use martial arts and when not to. He learned to become a better listener at home and school. Mr. Guevara described his martial arts and character development program is just like how Mr. Miyagi taught Daniel. Mary and Joe knew that this type of program was exactly what they were looking for. However, Mary and Joe still were unsure and had some concerns. They were busy parents. They didn't want to sign any long-term contracts. Could they afford it? Mr. Guevara explained that at Alamo Ranch Martial Arts they offered flexible schedule, classes 5 days a week to choose from for busy parents, no long-term commitments, students love the program or can leave it, affordable tuition, options to fit any budget. This made Mary and Joe happy because it was exactly what they needed. Mr. Guevara also told Mary and Joe to not believe him, but to go online and read reviews of over 50 parents just like them. Joy Rockwell, San Antonio mom. I highly recommend this school. My daughter has learned self-discipline and has become more respectful to everyone she comes into contact with. Mr. Guevara and his team are great. I'm so glad we chose this karate facility over others. Corey Bolt, San Antonio Police Department dad. My son has been going for only 3 months, and the change we've seen in him is drastic. The instructors genuinely care about their students and work excellent with young kids who are not easy to keep focused. Michael Butler, Master Sergeant Dad. My 5-year-old daughter absolutely loves coming here. I like this place because it's very structured and gives kids the discipline and helps build their confidence. Mary and Joe were delighted to discover how easy and simple it was to start. They started with a 3-week, no obligation, no commitment trial program to see if little Johnny liked it. This trial program was only $39.95 and included 3 classes per week. It was 70% off the normal tuition. Little Johnny also got a free uniform to train in, a $40 value. Even better, Mr. Guevara personally guaranteed they would be delighted and see results in Johnny after 14 to 21 days, or they could get a full refund. No hassles, no haggling, no questions to ask. It was an easy decision for Mary and Joe to enroll little Johnny. 3 weeks later, they saw changes in little Johnny. He started listening better, saying yes ma'am, and walked with more confidence. Little Johnny was like a new child. It was also fun because little Johnny loved classes, and because little Johnny loved classes, Mary and Joe loved us. Alamo Ranch Martial Arts showed little Johnny, Mary, and Joe that he could be so much more than they realized. Like Mary and Joe, our program will work for you too. If you want more confidence, discipline, and focus with high-energy, fun, and exciting classes, then join today. Start building life skills and character by enrolling in our 3-week trial program. Pick up the phone and call 210-998-3407 today to book your appointment, or walk in and say, "Sign me up."